Puppy Puzzle. Written by Bernadette Kelly. Illustrated by Naomi Lewis. Chapter 1. New Neighbors. The house on the corner was for sale for a long time before someone finally bought it. As the moving van pulled into the drive, 4 pairs of eyes watched from the window next door. Harry and his friends, Teresa and Robert, were curious. Cleopatra, Harry's golden cocker spaniel dog, was also watching. Cleo was expecting puppies any day. Although she had a huge stomach that made it hard for her to walk, she still liked to be near Harry and his friends. A short time earlier, Harry's new neighbors had arrived in their car. There was a boy who looked about Harry's age and his parents. They all had dark hair and eyes. The boy looked in their direction. Both Harry and Robert waved. Teresa smiled. The boy waved back quickly and hurried into his new home. The moving men lowered the ramp on the truck and began carrying furniture into the house. Out came a large, heavy-looking piano. The children wondered who played it. "Maybe the dad's a musician," said Harry. "He might play in a band." Harry grabbed Cleo's tail. He held it lightly in his hand and pretended it was a saxophone. Cleo didn't mind. Cleo turned to Harry and slapped a warm, wet lick on his face. He let go of her tail. "Yuck, Cleo," Harry said, wiping his face with his sleeve. His friends laughed. "I'll bet the piano belongs to the boy," said Robert. "He's probably really good at it. Maybe he's famous." Harry and Teresa laughed. They were used to Robert's wild imagination. Then they saw the father carrying a plastic dog crate. "I can't see their dog," said Robert. "I wonder what kind of dog they have." "Well, we'll just have to wait and see," said Harry. "Maybe their dog can be friends with Cleo." Chapter 2. The Puppies. At school the next day, Harry ran to find his friends. "Guess what?" he shouted. "Cleo's had her pups. 8 of them." Right after school, the 3 friends rode their bikes back to Harry's to look at the puppies. Cleo was nestled in a basket on the porch. She looked very pleased with her new family. Cleo's golden, squeaking little pups snuggled in close. This was Cleo's 3rd litter and Harry was used to handling her puppies. He carefully lifted a pup to give his friends a closer look. Robert and Teresa looked them over with delight. The puppies had short little faces and their eyes were shut tight. "Puppies are always born like that," Harry told them. "Their eyes will open when they're about 10 days old." Cleo watched her puppy proudly as Teresa held it. When the pup let out a squeaky whimper, Harry gently returned it to the basket. The pups nudged at Cleo's side. They were very hungry and greedily began to drink their mother's milk. Harry said goodbye to Teresa and Robert, then went to put his bike away. When he wheeled the bike into the backyard, there was Cleo, running with a ball in her mouth. She quickly disappeared around the side of the house. "Cleo, have your babies finished their dinner already?" The dog stood with the ball in her mouth and her tail wagging. "Well, those pups certainly drink quickly," said Harry. A few minutes later, Harry walked back to the porch.